Welcome to VPX Knowledge. Today we delve into the darker side of Sri Lanka's history, a land known for its rich culture and breathtaking landscapes, but also hiding some of the most chilling tales of human depravity. We will uncover the stories of the top 5 serial killers who lived in this island nation, each leaving a trail of terror and tragedy. Viewer discretion is advised. First on our list is Saman Kumara Ranasignhe, also known as the Godakawela Ghost. His name still sends shivers down the spines of those who remember his reign of terror. Active in the late 1990s, Ranasignhe terrorized the villages of Godakawela, a serene rural area that became a nightmare for its residents. His method was particularly gruesome. He would strangle his victims, often young women, and then mutilate their bodies in ways that were both horrific and ritualistic. His reign of terror ended when he was finally caught in 1999 after a relentless manhunt that involved both local authorities and national law enforcement. Despite his horrific crimes, Ranasignhe's trial and subsequent imprisonment brought some measure of relief to the communities he terrorized, though the scars of his actions remain. Next, we have Sepala Ekanayake, known for his infamous hijacking rather than traditional serial killings, but his violent tendencies and multiple murders cannot be overlooked. In 1982, Ekanayake hijacked an Alitalia plane with 340 passengers on board, a crime that shocked the world and brought international attention to Sri Lanka. He demanded the release of Tamil prisoners and a ransom, using the lives of innocent passengers as leverage for his extremist goals. His actions were driven by extreme nationalist sentiments, leading to the deaths of several people and leaving a lasting impact on the survivors. Ekanayake's story is a chilling reminder of how political motives can turn deadly, transforming a man into a monster willing to kill for his cause. His capture and the subsequent trial highlighted the dangers of radicalization and the extreme measures some individuals are willing to take. The Sri Lankan Jack the Ripper is an unidentified serial killer responsible for the deaths of several women in the late 1980s and early 1990s, a shadowy figure who remains a mystery to this day. Like his infamous namesake, he targeted women, leaving their bodies in public places, often in a state that suggested a deep-seated hatred and a desire to instill fear. The killer's modus operandi involved severe mutilation, creating a sense of fear and panic across the country, with each new victim adding to the terror. Despite extensive investigations, the identity of this killer remains unknown, leaving a haunting mystery in Sri Lanka's criminal history that continues to baffle authorities and haunt the memories of those affected. Jayanthi Vijayaratne, a woman whose crimes shocked the nation, comes next. Her story is a dark chapter in the annals of Sri Lankan crime. In the mid-1990s, she was implicated in the deaths of several infants under her care, a betrayal of trust that horrified the nation. As a midwife, she had access to newborns and was trusted by many, making her crimes all the more shocking and devastating. However, her dark side emerged when multiple infant deaths were traced back to her, revealing a pattern of cruelty and calculated murder. Her methods were cruel, often poisoning the babies, a method that was both insidious and difficult to detect initially. The trial that followed unveiled the horrifying details of her actions, leading to her conviction and bringing some measure of justice to the grieving families. Finally, we explored the chilling tale of Kalu Mahattaya, a member of the Vedda tribe who was involved in cannibalistic practices in the early 20th century, a story that blends the macabre with the mystic. Mahattaya was believed to have killed and consumed multiple victims, actions that were both terrifying and deeply rooted in his tribal customs. His actions were driven by tribal rituals and personal beliefs, a blend of cultural practices and personal madness that created a perfect storm of horror. The stories of his gruesome practices spread fear and revulsion among locals and colonial authorities alike, creating a legend that still lingers in the collective memory. His capture and execution marked the end of one of the most terrifying chapters in Sri Lanka's history, a story that serves as a grim reminder of the depths of human depravity. These stories remind us of the dark side of human nature and the horrors that can arise from it, a stark contrast to the beauty and serenity that Sri Lanka is known for. Sri Lanka, like many other countries, has its share of terrifying tales that continue to haunt its history, stories that serve as a reminder of the thin line between civilization and chaos. If you found this video informative, please like, share and subscribe to VPX Knowledge for more true crime stories from around the world. Thank you for watching.